Hello student, today we will learn about Kaplan turbine. So Kaplan turbine is a reaction turbine which is developed by Austrian engineer V. Kaplan scientist. So this Kaplan turbine is a pure axial flow turbine. That means the water enters into the runner axially and exit through the runner axially. That means the passage of water parallel to the axis of runner. So enter and exit of water should be axial. So that's why we can call this Kaplan turbine is axial flow turbine. So this Kaplan turbine used where the low head is available, that is below 60 meters, and to run this Kaplan turbine we need more quantity of water. So quantity of water is large compared to Francis and Pelton turbine. So this is the front view of the Kaplan turbine. This is the top view. So the construction is similar, and the main construction parts are scroll casing, guide vane, hub with vanes, and fourth one draft tube. So the structure and function of components scroll casing, guide blade, draft tube are same as in Francis turbine. So the different component is hub with vane. So here we see the Kaplan turbine which is having different shape. So the runner having the hub shape. So on the hub there are 4 to 6 blades are installed around the circumference of hub, and these blades are fixed to this hub by using servo motor mechanism, and we can adjust this angle, blade angle. So depending upon the head of the turbine, head of the plant, and quantity of water which is to be allowed into the turbine, we arrange this angle, we arrange these blades, fixed blades, in proper angle. So this angle is depends upon the condition of head and condition of water quantity available in the reservoir. So the working principle of Kaplan turbine is similar to the Francis turbine. When the water enters into the scroll casing from the penstock, the kinetic energy, most of the kinetic energy of water converted into pressure energy and directly enters to the runner through the guide vanes. So these are the guide ring. So on the guide ring the number of guide blades are located as in Francis turbine. So the water, this guide vanes directs the water to the runner and allow the water to the runner, and this water comes axially to the runner, and due to this reaction force the runner will be rotated. So most of these Kaplan turbines practically used in the Sriram Sagar project, which is located in Nizamabad district in Telangana. So in this project power plant we use Kaplan turbine, and also Tungabhadra, on the river of Tungabhadra. Across the river of Tungabhadra, we located one power plant. In that power plant, we also use this Kaplan turbine. And next, we will see the work done and efficiency of Kaplan turbine. So the work done and efficiency are similar to the Francis turbine. So that's why I don't derive this formula. Next, parameters. Depending parameters on Kaplan turbine or working proportions of Kaplan turbine. First thing is discharge. So discharge through the Kaplan runner, Q equal to pi by 4 d naught square minus dB square into Vf square. So where d naught square is the outer diameter of runner. So this is the hub. So on that, blades are located. These blades are curved shape. So this diameter, the diameter with hub and blade, called d naught, that is the outside diameter of the runner, and dB is the diameter of hub. So this is the hub. This hub diameter is called, this dB is the hub diameter. From here to here, hub diameter. From the last edge of the blade to this point, outside diameter. And Vf is the flow velocity at inlet. So this is the formula to calculate the discharge through the runner. And the next parameter proportion is tangential velocity at inlet and outlet are equal. That is equal to u1 equal to u2 equal to pi d naught n by 60, where d naught is outside diameter of the runner. And the third thing is, in the Kaplan turbine, we consider flow velocity at inlet and outlet is same. And the fourth proportion is area flow at inlet equal to area flow at outlet, that equal to pi by 4 d naught square minus dB square. That means the area before blade the water enters is called inlet. This is the inlet. So the area at inlet is same. This is the outlet part. So water discharged from out of the blade called outlet. So the area at inlet and the area at outlet is same in the Kaplan turbine. So that's why we consider this area pi by 4 equal to d naught square minus dB square. So now we will see one problem, example problem. So which is a very important problem in the Kaplan turbine. So it will already came 2015 April May. So let us solve this problem. So first of all, write the given data. A Kaplan turbine produces 36 megawatts. So power, that means shaft power, equal to 36 megawatts. So 1 mega means 10 power 6 watts. Next, under a head of 20 meters. So head h equal to 20 meters with an overall efficiency of 94 degrees. Overall efficiency, that is equal to shaft power by water power, overall efficiency, where shaft power is given in the problem, water power means WQH. Next given data is ratio of dB by d naught is 1 by 3. Diameter, hub diameter to runner diameter is 1 by 3. This is the given data. And the next given data is flow ratio is 1 by 3. Flow ratio KF equal to 1 by 3. Sorry, in the textbook, Radiant textbook, there is a one mistake, printing mistake. This is not 1 by 3, this is 1 by 2. So correct it on the book, correct it in book. So 1 by 2, and speed ratio pi is equal to 2. So estimate the diameter of boss or hub. We can also call hub is boss, diameter of boss, and speed. So in the problem they give flow ratio and speed ratio. So from that flow ratio we calculate flow velocity. Flow velocity Vf1 that equal to Vf2 equal to Kf root 2gh. So Kf equal to 1 by 2 root 2 into g, 9.81 into head anta 20 meters. So by solving this expression we obtain velocity of flow 9.9 meter per second. And the next thing, from the speed ratio we obtain tangential velocity or peripheral velocity, that equal to u1 equal to u2 equal to pi root 2 gh. So pi value 2 and root 2 9.81, head వచ్చేసి 20 meters. So by solving this we got 39.62 meter per second. So next, so what should we find in the question? Diameter of boss, that means equal to dB. Okay, so in order to calculate dB we know the value. So the relation between diameter and the tangential velocity is what? U equal to pi dn by 60. Okay, but we don't know n value. You know u value, you don't know d value, so we can't use this formula. So let us see the clue. In the given data they give overall efficiency, shaft power by water power. So write down overall efficiency shaft power by water power WKH. So you know the shaft power, you know the W value, you know the head, but you don't know Q. So from that Q you calculate the area. So in that area there is a D value. Okay, so from that Q substitute this Q value. We know Vf value. If you know Q value, then calculate the diameter. So substitute these values. Substitute given values. Efficiency what? 94%. So 0.94 equal to shaft power is 36 into 10 power 6 watts by W means 9810. Specific weight of water 9810 into Q, you don't know, H 20. So by sending Q value left side, Q equal to 36 into 10 power 6 by 0.94 into 9810 into 20. So by solving this expression you got Q value 195.2 meter cube per second. Okay, so now substitute Q value in Q equal to pi by 4 discharge formula, d naught square minus dv square into Vf1. So 195.2 q value pi by 4 d naught square minus db square. So in the given data they give one clue, relation between db by d naught. db by d naught equal to 1 by 3, but in the question estimate the diameter of boss, that means db. You need to calculate db value. So db equal to d naught send outside right side, so d naught by 3. So substitute this in this equation. Sorry. Okay, no problem. D naught square minus db square means d naught by 3 whole square. Just substitute the db instead of d naught by 3. Vf1 is the Vf value 9.9. 9.9. Okay. So 195.2 equal to pi by 4. So d naught square by 9. d naught square by 9, 3 square, that equal 9 into 9.9. So by solving this equation, first keep these terms right side and set this all left side. So d naught square, so by taking LCM, 9 d naught square minus d naught square, 8 d naught square by 9 equal to 195.2 into 4. Pi comes under denominator and 9.9 also denominator. So what is the value of entire d naught value? So total d naught value is 5.307 meters. 5.3037 meters. Enter d naught value. So by substituting d naught in above equation, db equal to d naught by 3. So db equal to 1.75 meters. Next we need to calculate n value, that means speed. So the relation between tangential velocity and speed, u equal to pi d naught n by 60. So you know the value. Substituting u and d naught values in above equation, u value means tangential velocity 39.62 meter per second, pi d naught value so taking n value left side, 39.62 into 60 by pi into 5.307, that equal to 142.58 RPM. This is the answer.